saw Gwen Stefani one time in Vegas, and I was so excited, and I ran up to her. I was like, Gwen, can I get a picture? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I go to put my arm around her, and she goes, no touching. And I was like, oh, so I had to do 2 thumbs up in front of her.
A lot of people have this rule now, the no touching thing. I don't know.
Why is that?
I don't know.
But Miss Trisha Yearwood would never have no
good.
touching.
I'm
Oh, yes.
good.
See, we're
It's all
touching.
good.
Yes.
I do think it'd be a good song because I was doing a video the other day and I was in full hair and makeup and I was saying goodbye to a friend and she said, I'm not going to hug you to mess up your makeup. And I said, it's okay. I love you, but don't touch me. So I think that would be a good song.
Do you ever get, you're probably not going to answer this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
I just might.
In meet and greets, do you ever get people that just kind of stink or kind of, you can just tell and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, and you do the kind of hug, like, but you don't want to hug?
I will just say this. I did back in the day when CMA Fest was fanfare and it was at the fairgrounds and there was no air conditioning in those buildings that they show livestock in. People would come through and they would be quite warm and not always smell the best. And I did have some people but here's the thing. I wanted to offer breath mints and like drinks, lemonade to people coming through. And they wouldn't let me do that because I guess they thought it was I was like, I wanted to just offer like a breath mint. Or somebody like wore their lucky jacket to fanfare every year.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
But you love them all, right?
Yeah. And you get up
Thank
in there.
you to the fans.
You
They
get
got
up
me
in there
here.
and you take the picture and you just take a shower and you get home and you're fine. Okay. You do what you got to do.
You can't be a germaphobe. I mean, a germaphobe, that would just be really hard.
No, I can't imagine. I did a photo shoot one time with a woman who was a germaphobe, the photographer, and she wouldn't touch her camera. And so I know. If you're around as long as me, you have stories. So she had her camera on a stand and she had an assistant and she would look through the lens without touching the lens, and then she would tell her assistant, okay, there's a piece of grass up there by her foot that I want moved out of the way. And then she would say, and then she'd look through the lens and she'd go, okay, and then someone would pull a switch and it would take the photo.
That is the most bizarre thing.
So that's being pretty germophobic.
Yeah. And we would talk about your new single, but you're coming into the studio, so we're not even going to talk about that. I want to talk about, we do Tell Me Something Good on the show.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're doing historical ones this week, and we did one about Garth saving 2 guys from a house fire. Great. Okay, cool story. And then I read Trisha Yearwood saved someone's life. Tell me, is this true story about you on the plane?
Yes. First of all, the Garth story is also true, and it was him and his buddy Ted, and they wouldn't leave without the dog, so he had to go in and get the dog. That was a great story. But yeah, so I do kind of one up him because I was getting on a plane in Reno, Nevada, and I was really early in the morning, and I was sitting there waiting to push back from the gate, and I hear underneath my seat, I hear this pounding. And I hear like, help me, and I'm like looking around, and no one's doing anything. Like, no, people are kind of snickering and think it's a joke, like somebody's messing around. And then I hear it again. I feel like it's right under my seat, and I just said to the flight attendant, I was like, hey, I might be like hungover, but I feel like someone is like yelling that they're underneath the plane. And
So do you hit the call button, or do you go, excuse me, I need...
She was basically coming by,
Okay.
and I said, I think there's someone like living under my seat.
That calm? You were that calm about it? Because if I'm hearing, I'm like, oh, excuse me, I think there's someone under my seat.
Yeah.
What is going on? And you're like, excuse me, miss, I drank a lot last night, but I'm hearing help me from below.
And could I get some coffee? No, but so it was a baggage handler that they had accidentally, I guess he was in receiving the bags and he had eventually accidentally got shut in the doors. And they were backing away from the gate. So I'm pretty sure he owns that airline now, but I saw the door open and I saw him run out, and I got to meet him later.
I was about to ask you, just like, do you get reunited like, they do an ABC special like Trisha reunites with the man that she saved his life?
Well, by the time the story was told, I was single-handedly stopped the plane, landed it, got him out, and saved him. But more people were saying something by the time they opened the door. But actually, back in the day, I was doing a TV show called Nashville Now, and they brought him and his mom on to the show, and I got to meet him. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, you're like a hero. You saved someone's life. You hear about people giving the Heimlich. Heimlich happens every day. Not every day you rescue someone from underneath a plane.
It was cool. I mean, I haven't done it since.
Did
but
the city,
if anyone needs me,
what
I'm
city
available.
was it in?
It was Reno.
Did they give you a key to the city? Like, sometimes they recognize heroes.
No, but I got extra nuts on the plane, so that was good. I got
Not
like an
anymore.
extra.
They don't give nuts on the plane anymore because of peanut allergies. Trisha Yearwood, the hero. Trisha Yearwood, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you on Thursday in the studio live to talk about that new single and hear it.
That's right. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is about